Hello everyone, I'm Johnny, and today we're taking a look at Sonic Boom Squadron, a unique one-of-three production in the miniseries The Cockpit. If you're into great World War II animation and niche World War II history, you will likely enjoy this one. It's a sad story, but about the only production you'll find on this disturbing but interesting piece of World War II history. So let's check it out. Sonic Boom Squadron is an interesting episode, as it's one of only a handful of World War II stories to highlight the Oka, or cherry blossom. The Oka was one of these mad scientists, truly desperate weapons that was developed during World War II and actually used. It was a suicide rocket, essentially a cruise missile with a human guidance system. The Japanese built 852 of these rocket-powered kamikaze attack aircraft. Production started in 1944, and they'd be introduced for use in 1945, the last year of the war. Oka had a limited range, and they were dropped from much larger bombers like the Mitsubishi G4M. A bomber would need to fly an Oka within 37 kilometers of a target. The Oka could reach speeds of up to 1,000 kilometers an hour, or 620 miles per hour in a dive, making it extremely hard to target and stop. It carried a warhead of up to 1,200 kilograms, making it capable of destroying a ship. The Oka was part of Japan's last-ditch effort to inflict sufficient losses on the Americans that they would reconsider invading their home islands and possibly pursue peace through diplomacy. The Oka, however, was not a success. Allied radar could track the slow-moving mothership bombers at a greater range than the Oka could fly. American fighters simply then had to intercept the slow-moving bombers and destroy the Oka before they were even launched. Overall, Oka damaged or destroyed 7 Allied ships. Allies called Oka Baka bombs or idiot bombs. The program cost more Japanese lives and resources versus losses inflicted on the Allies. The movie underscores the psychology and character of the men surrounding Oka missions. Oka pilots were all very young, some just teenagers. The Oka pilot in the story states he never had time to find a girlfriend, and dreamed of going to school to study rocketry. Impressionable youth were the best candidates for the program, and they were all volunteers. They believed they were making the ultimate sacrifice for their nation and their families. Other pilots and crew showed Oka pilots the ultimate respect at all times. One of the most powerful scenes in the episode is when injured Zero pilots confront the Oka pilot to apologize for a previous mission gone wrong. The Oka pilot in the story is making a second attempt at a suicide attack, as during his first mission his bomber failed to make it within range of the enemy. The idea of a pilot having to face his death on more than one mission makes the story all the more heavy. The storytelling in the episode is very balanced. Some of the bomber crew show their personal feelings towards the war and the state of Japan's forces. They discuss how high school students are making their engines out of pots and pans now. The dialogue is very real, and you can imagine such conversations taking place in 1945, even within Japan's fanatical forces. They are still human after all. The bomber pilot has a great thought about the Oka program. He wonders if Japan is fighting to the death or simply fighting to die. The story gets further credit for showing a few glimpses into the American perspective. These pilots, too, are risking their lives. American forces did genuinely fear kamikaze attacks and found them disturbing. Sonic Boom Squadron is overall a great short little story full of provocative and thoughtful moments. The animation is excellent too, though a bit odd at times. It's animated in a way that draws your focus to certain characters and away from others, in a mix of both crude and detailed artwork. The episode ends with fan fiction. History-focused viewers might find it off-putting an Oka slams into an Essex-class carrier, something that never happened. No Essex-class carrier sank during World War II. Alright, I'm Johnny. Thanks for watching. Do check out Sonic Boom Squadron and or The Cockpit. These are short but engaging pieces of World War II history. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, you could like the video or whatever. or just let me know what you think of the series in the comments section. But most importantly, do take care and have a nice rest of your day.